14, know how a metallic bond forms and how this relates to its physical properties. And I just put a note on there, C number 7 for how it formed, because we already talked about this, about the positive cations lining up and the sea of electrons being able to go around it. Oh, and actually, I missed number 13 up here. Know the physical properties of metals. So physical properties, we already talked about them being hard, they're rigid, but instead of being brittle, they're malleable or ductile. They're good conductors. And they have high melting and boiling points. Not quite as high as ionic, but fairly high. So how does a metallic bond and how does that relate to its properties? So just kind of the quick summary of the bond. You have positive nuclei lined up. And electrons can move or swarm around the positive nuclei. So how does that relate to its physical properties? So the opposite charges, just like on the ions, the opposite charges attract and hold the metallic bond tightly. So that's why it's hard and rigid. And that's why it has a high melting point and boiling point, because those opposite charges attracting and holding fairly tightly. But the electrons can move. And there's no alternating charge. So that's why metals are malleable or ductile and good conductors even as solids. Because unlike ionic compounds, the charge can move even when they're solid. And unlike ionic compounds, when you hit them with the hammer, and there's a little picture here helping to show that, there's not an alternating pattern that's going to get messed up, and all of a sudden you have like charges repelling each other.